powerful a person is, check out the net worth of their name, not their bank account. If somebody comes and says, my name is Otedola, everybody looks. Of the market. Like playboys follow the shapes of people's bodies. Tell someone, say, I'm not an economic playboy. Say, I'm God's son. Say, I'm not even any kind of playboy. Let's be clear. I'm guided. Because I'm not an economic playboy, but I'm the social one. Man's economy is about buying and selling. God's economy is about what? Giving and receiving, sowing and reaping. Freely. So, man's economy is transactional. See, I helped you, I'm helping you now. The day I'm going to need your help. Remember. One good turn. And then finally, man's economy is based on lust. And lust is not always sexual, but it's a strong desire to acquire, to own, to possess, to oppress, to, to threaten. No. But it's all about love here. You get it? Is it clear? Does it make sense? This is fundamental. Now let's make the switch. The triad, 3 circles. So this is fundamental, but how does the resource come into my life? You guys must understand this, I'm preparing this for you by 3 a.m. So just know it now. Was that transactional? What? Don't worry, I wasn't doing much. It's just grace that provided this. But for real, all right. But I really need. Is it clear enough? I really need you to get it, because many people get it, but nobody articulates it as clearly. Just say you trust God. I'm trying to explain how does it happen. Are you following? How does God really supply? It is usually 3. This is the sweet spot, right? There's actually a whole framework behind this, but I've learned that when I'm teaching in Kings now, I keep some things for my sophisticated King Razor Bible School. Okay, people that want to get more. This is I'm teaching an hour and a half. It's like 6 hours, but this one will work for you. Just work with this, because in each of the circles I can go deep and deep and deep and deep, and I'll show you a snapshot of it. God uses favor and labor to bless you. That's why in the text that we read, he speaks about digging your ground, right? Plenty coming out of your ground. And then speaks about opening up his treasure. So that's labor and favor. It's actually the favor that comes first, because it's favor that even gives you ground to dig in the first place. So never talk down on a job that God gave you as an act of his favor. No matter how hard the job has become. There are some people who are praying desperately to get that hard job. Don't complain about what God has given to you. Don't complain. Are we here? So God, by his act of providence to you and providence to others, he manifests his grace to supply and his goodwill for them to give to you through their giving. Are you following that? So when you and others get together as partnership, the transaction there is really based on giving. When you and God get together as providence, it's God that invites you and it pours grace on you. When this person and God, others and God get together, it's still grace, but it manifests as goodwill in your life. So if it's charity, it's God's grace enabling them, but they are giving it out of their goodwill. Are you here? That's why things like goodwill, if people like you, are rich in social terms. Don't mess it up. Don't take it for granted. Are you getting the point? If your boss likes you and is always hailing and praising you, you have to work extra harder. Are you getting the point? Your wife is hailing you in public, right? This, my husband, this, my kidney, is the best tomato in the world. Tomato juice, not even do passam, whatever. You're now going to be misbehaving. No. Praise is an invitation to greater performance. Don't waste it. Some people heaved. I said, if it's getting personal, say what? So let's break down the table. There's a longer table now. Give us the table. This is the more elaborate table. I can't explain every part of it because of time, but it's not just this master class you came for. You know my core gifts is wisdom. And one of my core skills and gifts is teaching. So I have a passion to transfer knowledge. I want you to get it. Because once you get it, they can't buga you again. So all that one of, if I don't bless you, you never bless. Not lie. Pastor, you bless me. I'm blessed. But if you don't bless me, there's still risk. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, should you despise prophetic blessings? No. In fact, you should actually be positioned for it. Honor it. Give towards it. But I'm saying if I don't bless you, can never be blessed. It's not true. You know why? Because even unbelievers that don't go to church, there's a dimension of blessing that they still have. Because they are made in God's image and likeness. Are we here? Can an extra come? Can doors open because of superior grace? And when I say superior, I don't mean the quality of the grace. I mean from a higher position in the realm of the spirit or God's organogram. Can that happen? Absolutely. Just like the force of water can have greater impact because it's coming from a higher place or from a greater engine. But water is water is water. Do you get what I'm saying? So if water is poured, it's H2O. If you put water in a pump, boom, and you jet out, it's H2O as well. All right. So this is how it works. But I'll just tell you the major things. God supplies your needs through three hands. Somebody say God's hands. Somebody please remind me to share the scriptures with you so that you will know where these things are in the Bible. But God's hand, you see it in the different parts of the Bible. Psalm 19 verse 1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the heavens declare is the glory of God. And is, give me, what does it say? Someone read it for me. The heavens declare the glory of God, and something is handiworks. But the other aspect is Psalm 145. Psalm 145 from verse 16. Someone give me a Psalm 19. I need it. In Psalm 19, pardon? Verse 1. Yeah, what does it say? The heavens declare the glory of God. So the skies proclaim what? The works of his hands. And those works of his hands affect everything that happens on earth. They determine the seasons, irrigation, vegetation, and all of that. Right? Now, when you go to, I believe it's Psalm 145 from about verse 16, it says, you open your hands and you satisfy the hunger of all living. So God meets your needs by what? His hands. Somebody say his hands. But not only his hands, also by your hand. By your hand. And Paul said to them in Acts chapter 20, verse 32, he said, you yourselves know that these hands, it says from 32 here, Acts 20, 32 to 35, that is said, you yourselves know that these hands have provided for my necessities and for those who are with me. I have shown you in every way by laboring. Are you seeing that? So the hand of God, favor. Your own hand, labor. Other people's hands, what's it? The favor they show you from their own labor. So it's what I call the labor-favor dynamic, or the favor-labor dynamic. Where do most Nigerians camp? Where do they camp? This is where most Nigerians camp. Most Nigerians generally. Where do most Nigerian believers camp? Oh, Oluwatoyinbo. P. Daniel is my friend. I mean no disrespect whatsoever. It's a powerful song, right? It's a very, very, very powerful song. But I'm saying that most Nigerians stay here, but God also has a plan for what? What's our memory verse again? Deuteronomy 28 verse. It said that the Lord will command the blessing on you and your storehouses and all that your hands. Someone say my hands are blessed. Say my hands are not cursed. They are blessed. They are favored. These hands are blessed. Blessed to produce, blessed to supply, blessed to increase, blessed to multiply, blessed to open doors, blessed to raise